Yo, what's up, and all, bro? Good morning. Good morning. Big Mac with the tech. I can hear you. Good morning. How you guys doing this morning, man? It's cracking with the good people. Big Gerald, what's up with him, my brother? What's good with you, fam? Shit, about to go. Gotta go hit this little gym off real quick, and then I got some little interviews I'm about to go do. Chilling for the day, man. Getting my day started. Mm-hmm. What up, BCFFL in the building? What's up, my dog? What's cracking with you, my bro? Shit, I have. You know what's crazy, bro? I be having hair on all my hats, bro. I got a dog, and that should just be it be shedded on all my hats. Let's get it back to it. Let's go. Hell yeah, you gotta go get another membership. What up? What's cracking with it, Ride? We doing our show tonight, man. The Wednesday Hump Day show. Ugh. They was asking about it too. The homie, he was like, y'all been doing your show lately? I said, homie, the homie got some. He still got some a channel. He just had to turn. He had to switch the channel. They were on his channel. They tried to take his channel down. So yeah, they ready. They ready. They like, yeah, bro. I think a lot of people anticipate that shit, bro. People be anticipating it. Oh hell yeah. Shit, you've been rocking with me forever, homie. When you get back out to here to Colorado too, we gonna have to link up. A Cadillac 64. A 6'4" Cadillac. Savage, what's up, my brother? Hey, excellent. Live last night. The homie actually was going in. First time on the platform when you went live, my brother. That shit was actually dope, homie. Shout out to the homie, man. Y'all need to go sub up the homie's Stash Cash YouTube. Homie got some excellent content going in. You know what I'm saying? One of the good dudes, bro. So shout out to the homie. My high salute to my rider right there. I'm getting the car fixed. Let's go, bro. We're gonna have to cruise. We're gonna have to hit the boulevard, man. When you get your car fixed, we going in, bro. We gonna rap about 50-year-olds getting deep. Ooh, imagine getting DP'd at 50, fool. Imagine getting DP'd at 50. No bueno, homie. Shit, I'm not getting DP'd at 50. No. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Enters on my whip when it fixed. Nice. Homie, you gonna have to come swoop. You gonna have to come swoop, man. Yo, homie, you a real life savage. Let's go. Savage life, baby. Savage life. Good to see everybody this morning, man. God bless. Half dead. What up, my brother? I see you, fam. All high salute to you. How you doing, bro? It's good to see you over here. All high salute. Are you illegal? What? Thank you for pulling up to the live stream. I definitely appreciate it. Now, so I was asking you if you do super chats, bro, because I didn't know and I couldn't find the button. But it's cool. It's good to know that you got super chats on me because I'm gonna actually when I go over there, bro, I'm gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? On some super chats. Just showing love, support, appreciation. What up? I see the homies in here. What's cracking with the good ones, man? All high salute. Uh, God bless, fam. Stay up. All high salute to you. Yeah, right. So what time you trying to do the show? About 6:37. 6:37, my brother. That'll be good for the show. If you guys are not subbed up to the homie Box Day Business, that's where we do our Wednesday show at. Go show some love. We just go over there, talk about real shit from Colorado. All my Box Day Business family, especially if you from Colorado, my homies. Um, what's up, my family? How you doing? How you doing? Amanda, what's good with you? I see my Northside family in here. Nobody takes Sev's hat. Nobody takes the Sevsters hat. That's what I'm talking about, my bro. Let's go. Let me be the first and beat you to the punch. Let's go, Rada. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about supporting this bitch, man. Mile high salute to the homie, bro. Like that's kind of what we're doing over here too, bro. We have our platform kind of got invaded by like a lot of trolls, but we're trying to clean up the backyard, homie. So me and the homie, we do a for Colorado especially, we kind of do a Box State Business live stream podcast just to represent the city in a good manner, homie. We represent all Colorado, so we're trying to weed out the trolls because there's a lot of trolls. We got flooded with trolls, homie. I'm not even gonna lie. The trolls, they just came and invaded like fucking a pandemic, homie. Just pulled 2 days ago. Nice, homie. Yeah, let me know who's cracking with it. What's good? What's good with it? How you doing, fam? How you doing, my brother? Fun fact, girls, we guys don't scratch her. Damn, this was going bad. You been trans for a minute. But yeah, so that's kind of what we doing. Hey, can you shoot me your email so I can send you a flick of the whip? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna hit you in a community post. I'm gonna hit you in a community post. Yeah, and then we're gonna have a barbecue too. We're about to do a Box State Business barbecue. You should pull up with your girl, whatever. We're gonna have a good time, like in the park. Do some horseshoes, basketball, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls. I'm blessed not to have too many trolls. Yeah, yeah, nah, for sure. Cause you was doing it right, homie. Like I seen how you was kind of maneuvering. You build a good community over there of people that you fuck with, homie. I come from a like everybody kind of knows I come from a trash talk circle, so I come from just trolls, bro. The whole shit was just trolls, and I try to get away from that shit. But once you have that shit in your algorithm, it's a no bueno, bro. They stay around. They become fans. These dudes they be loving Savage. Like even if they hate me, they love me. So it's like it comes in between. What is no man? But yeah, shout out to the family, man. More high salute to everybody. But yeah, we'll definitely get that going tonight. The Box Day Business campaign, and we got some new shit. There's some new music out here in Colorado too that I wanna hit the homie off. We could do some reviews and reactions to their music. But yeah, nah, I feel you on that, bro. Yeah, homie, and that was one thing that was crazy to me is like my channel started out as a football trash talking community. That's all we did was trash talk. You get in the Thunderdome, you go on the podcast, you just trash talk. And then I switched it up because there was a lot of bullshit going on, and then motherfuckers just want to leave. They just stay subbed up. They just stay subbed up, and they was like, yeah, we gonna fuck with this fool. So yeah, but yeah, just let me know where and what time. I only work 2 to 4 days. Okay, okay. Hell yeah. Shout out to that. Mall high salute. We gonna turn up though, man. I feel like we did a concert. When we did our concert and people pulled up and then we did the Mile High Hustle boxing match. Shit, it was dope to see Colorado in that bitch. Said I was listening to your music. Hell yeah, bro. How did you like it? How did you like it? What does trolls mean? Well, trolls is the people you see talking shit. They just come in and all they do is say a comment and then they leave. But what they don't understand at the end of the day, the trolls is they're the ones that give the algorithm what type of music do you make. I got hip hop out there. I do some, rap and stuff. Um, I don't consider myself an artist or like a rap artist because I'm not really a rapper, but I can rap. I can actually rap. I'm pretty talented at it, you know. I just don't say I'm a rapper. There's too many rappers. There's too many rappers in this life we call. From what I see, you doing amazing, bro. So just do up the good work. Shout out to the homie, man. Good vibes, bro. Like that's all it's about. Good vibes, homie, and spreading the love to the people. You know, there's a lot of hate. There be a lot of hate, and I see it in my city a lot. Like the city, though, there be a lot of love, support, but then the city just is full of haters, bro. It's like, and that's why Denver, Colorado has never really blown because there was so many haters when we were doing music. Haters, bro. It was like just full with haters. Thanks for the knowledge. Instead of judging me because I really don't know what it means. Now you're good. You're good. Actually honestly see that was a genuine question. So yeah, hell yeah, you're good. Mahai salutes you. Me and Seth both got hard MCs together. Oh yeah, the homie gets it in too. He actually got a good platform too. You know, he got a good platform. The fool be doing music. Now, I'll say like this: you have to kind of be an advanced listener because if you just listen to just the beat and all you want to do is go like this in the music, you're probably not going to feel everything. But if you listen to the lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics of the song, homie's actually snapping. Once you get past the bias, once you get past the bias, he's actually snapping. Homie got some heat. He's actually snapping. I've been starting to. Let me see. Oh, you're doing music too? Damn, let's go. I'll be with the family and where you be at. I'll be over here by Green Mountain right now, my bro. I'm living over here by Green Mountain. What up? Third Coast in the building. What's cracking with you, my brother? All high salute to you, fam. Hometown hate. Too crazy. You need some um ignorance like Kanye. I'll tell you, like real shit. Like that shit is crazy, bro. I never understood this, homie. And this is the thing. One of the main slogans and what people say, I do music too. I can't hate. That was the biggest thing my whole life. Like people would be like, I do music. I can't show no love. What does that even mean though? Because if you're doing music, you have to show love to get love. That's the rules of the game, bro. Like show love to get love. What energy you put out there, you're gonna get back. I be trying to tell people, whatever energy you put out there, you're gonna get back. If you put good energy out there, you gonna get back. See, I like last night, I went into straight first time in the homies platform. Nothing but love, even from his people. That right there makes me want to show love immediately. All his people were like, "What up, Savage?" I even got some subs off that shit. And that's the kind of love and support we need as content creators all across the board, right? See, I see my homegirl Amy, she pushing her shit. I see a lot of people in here pushing their shit. Um, so it was all love. I can automatically determine that's actually family over there. Like they're real life family, homie. And that's salute to that. Morning, what up, Miss Amy? How you doing? God bless. How you doing this morning? Good morning, my G. What's good with it, Junior? How you doing, family? My high salute. Do you think the government gives us bad music on purpose? Hell yeah. Not to be truthful, I always said this. And people always argue it. They put stuff out there to trigger reactions, bro. That's why when you listen to music, you feel types of way. Like music is like the roots of people's souls, bro. Like you if you put out drill music around youngsters, homie, all the time, that's what they gonna think is proper. Because when you go back into the Bible verses, Lucifer was the soul angel of music. He was casted because he had beautiful music. So yeah, he manipulates music to be bad, bro. Like that's why music can make you feel some type of way. That's why a lot of times the responsibility is on artists too, but it is you can't change, how people react, but yeah, it's a big responsibility on artists. Like they pushing out they pushing out this drill shit demon time all the time, and it's like, homie, this is what youngsters are listening to. This is what the youngsters are listening to. So they get in their mind, they get it that that's okay. That's okay. That's the reality. Like, yeah, that we're gonna do that. Did you hear what that song made me feel like I was doing? What? Because it really does touch the soul. Music will touch your soul, bro. Is bro a white guy? Nah, bro ain't no white guy, man. Nah. If I was a white guy, I would be like, yeah, I'll be proud to be a white guy. But nah, I'm not a white guy. Thank you for that. Thank you for the question, though. Thank you for the question. But yeah, if you really look, if you really actually look, and you might be blind a little bit. Definitely not just a white guy. It's a bro, a white guy. What kind of question is that? You're welcome. I don't even consider half the drill music. It's BS. But and that's what I'm saying, right, Mac? That's the shit that's getting played though. The BS is getting played, bro. While you have steady people that are spitting knowledge and some good motivational, homie, they're not gonna get played like that. It's terrible. It's kind of terrible how society works like that. The crash out, the crash out, people love that shit. We talked about that last night. If you crash out and you do whatever for the view, you gonna get the view because people love to see the crash out, homie. They love to see that crash out. They love to hear it. They love to see the crash out. It's like, damn. That's how them fools be doing it though, to be real. A genuine question, if you punch yourself and it hurts, are you strong or weak? Damn. So basically, just knock yourself out. Just knock yourself out. I think that shit would still hurt. Yeah, the crash out since it's just overrated. But that's hey Mac, like we see through that shit. A lot of people see through that shit. A lot of people like understand that. But these youngsters, man, they are so intertwined. Like they are so intertwined with it, homie. They really think that's the way to go. Good morning, good morning. Salute, salute. How you doing this morning? And for myself, that's exactly why I had to take a different step because I used to be a crash out on these platforms. On these platforms, I used to crash out. Like that was the whole rule of the game is the crash out. I had to get away from that shit. Like, yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Do you think you need to lose weight? Oh, no, not necessarily. A little bit. Hell yeah, a little bit. But see, to give you an understanding, when you got a lot of mass, when you actually have a lot of mass, you're gonna have a lot of weight. So that's why like big dudes. Um, that's why a lot of times with like bodybuilders and stuff, they do have heart failure. But um, I'm 250 right now. I'm 250 right now. So, and it's more mass than anything. Like it's more mass than anything. It's like muscle. If you don't know what mass means, it's like muscle, you know. But yeah, it's always good to be, you know, it's always good to be like more shredded. It's not about weight, it's about body fat. Yeah, of course. Nah, for sure, for sure. But like I said, a lot of like individuals that are power lifters and even people that like study bodybuilding, they're all overweight though, bro. Majority of them are overweight, um but if you're like in a sense of an athlete, bro, do you understand? I went from 280, like check this out, I went from 280, bro, for that question. I was 280 pounds at 5'10". I'm down to 250, homie. So I lost weight, major weight. How much more weight should I lose? I went from 280 to 250, like 250 yesterday, 257. So yeah, I've lost tremendous weight. You know, I used to walk around just 280, bro, like 280, just 280, bro. That's for my height. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. But I'm telling you like this. I'm telling you like this. Not too many people is throwing a weight around weight like Savage Sev either though. You have a beautiful eyes. Nice, nice. Now you're 279. Hell yeah. And I'm nah, not 279, 250. 259. We 259, homie. Not 280, not 279, 259. Did I say 279? 259. And I used to be 185, bro. 185. So let me ask the homie a question. Do you consider bodybuilders, how much pull-ups can you do? Wide grip? I like to be real with you, I got shoulder problems. So really for me, shoulder problems is like torn from just being careless, like fighting and just doing careless things. My shoulder blades, they actually got torn, rotating cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have to like really to be truthful, I can't go too wide, but hell yeah, boom, I could do it. I could do about like 10. I don't care what no one says. Shredded is the best way. Look, being huge looks great in clothes, but I'd rather be shredded. Shredded's the way to go, homie. I'm not saying that it ain't. I'm not saying that it ain't. Shredded's the way to go. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shredded's the way to go. You want to be in your best form. You want to be in your best form. But what I think too, though, like check this out. This is the reality. I'm gonna be frankly real with you dudes. A lot of motherfuckers just say that shit because they can't get big either. Let's just be real. People can't even get big, homie. So we got to stop playing because most people that I talk to in the industry and the people that are at the gym, they all want to get big, homie. But you can't because it's not easy to get big either. Like a lot of fools want to get big, and if you could, you would. But you know, people's bodies don't even actually put on weight like that, especially muscle weight. It's hard to do that shit. So when I hear people, if you ain't never been big and then went down to shred it, if you ain't never took that road, bro, I hear people all the time, and it's the people that can't even do that shit. It's the people that will never have that strength, never be tanks, like, to be real. Let's just be real. That's why there's so many motherfuckers chasing that shit on a regular basis, bro. And this is how I know this too. On a regular basis, we got to get that shit out there. You can't even be. I don't even know what the hell you even doing. You timed out for a whole century with that bullshit. Yeah, you done. On a regular basis, homie, I walk around at people on a regular basis, be like, how do you get big, bro? How do you get big? Like people just automatically come up to me. Damn, fool, you're a fucking massive. You're a tank. How do you get big? So people chase that shit. They just can't. They can't. People can't even put on 200 pounds, bro. Like it's hard for dudes to even put on 200 pounds of muscle. Like being 200 and just be solid muscle. They chase that shit, bro. No, but I mean, to be real, I two different types, right? I've experimented with both because now I'm shredding up a little bit more. Motherfuckers never come up to me at shredding up to be like, damn, bro, how did you shred up like that, bro? Fools are more impressed with the big size, even though it's not the proper way to do things. I'm not saying that's actually the best healthy way. I'm agreeing with you guys. But most fools, they're more impressed with a food that's actually huge. To get big, it takes genetics. I didn't have genetics though. My dad ain't big, homie. I came out of the prison system at 185, bro. I came out of prison at 185. And I literally, in a matter of 5 months, I went up to 270, homie. Like just muscle. I'm talking about ridiculous. I was never above 230. I was 185 when I got out of prison and literally shot up to 270, homie. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways you can do it, but I get you though, genetics, for sure. Another thing is too, man, and this was my personal experience. You want to eat good in prison, bro? Nah, I didn't. There wasn't even no good food in prison, bro. That shit was trash, my brother. Like nasty. All the food in prison's nasty, my bro. Prison's just trash, bro. It's nasty. It's a nasty lifestyle. It's just nasty, bro, all across the board, you know. Um, I'll say like this too. That's exactly why you was 185. Yeah, but it's not. And my thing is, it's not. My dad wasn't big. It was not. Nobody in my bro. Nobody in my family's actually big. You know, nobody in my family's actually big, my brother. So I mean, that genetics thing is. It's not even the truth. You have to go above and beyond to reach it, but it don't have to do with genetics. People just slack. Let's just be real. People just slack. Everything people just be it be getting heavy for people. People don't want to do put in the work. They don't want to go extra. That's how population is, bro. So, it's a lot about slacking. It's about intensity. Like if you want to get it, get that shit. But I don't want to be big no more. I don't. I actually don't want to be big no more. That's why I'm shredding down. That's why I'm actually shredding down. Because being big, it also brings problems. Being big also brings problems. Like you have a lot of problems on your heart. So shredding down is healthy, definitely. Shredding down is healthy. It's the healthiest way to go with this workout shit. I wish I had your weight. I would turn it into gold. Well, shit, how y'all losing weight? I need this tummy. Shit, it's intermittent fasting, big bro. Shit, water and eating healthy. We can't be eating yam yams and woo woos and candy and sugar. Like that shit turns straight into, big fat, bro. Like that goes straight to our fat cells, bro. My best shape, I was 205 and two. Oh yeah, that's a good weight though. That's a good weight. Now I'm not disrespecting shredded, bro. I'm not disrespecting shredded because that's amazing, bro. Like that takes structure. To be shredded, bro, that takes hella structure. All I'm saying is, homie, when you can be in the gym and turn everybody's head because you're pushing up 435, you're pushing it up for reps, and the whole gym just stops and goes like this. Like, what the fuck did this dude just do? You got people coming up to you like you a celebrity. Like, damn fool, you're a fucking tank. What the fuck? Fools don't do that to shredded people, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get that big because it's like you walk into a spot and everybody's eyes just turn to you like, damn, homie. You walk down the street and motherfuckers are like, what the fuck? Homie, how do I get like you? People want that shit, bro. Let's not play. Like being big, like people that just say that, bro, are the people that just can't get that because they don't have it in them, or they don't even have a dedication to get to the gym like that. You know, I haven't lifted in a year, so my job is heavy. I'm solid though. I get under 200, I look like a tweaker. Hey, and that's what I was saying too. I got down to 205 when I got sick, bro. I got down to 205 when I got sick, and I look like a tweaker, bro. I look like a smoker. I look like the smoke, like I was off of Pookie, bro. I think you are not meant to be big. No, you mean in general? In general, people are not meant to be big. I mean, yeah, I feel you. I mean, I think honestly, it's better to be healthy than big. I think it's better to be healthy than big, homie. Being big is overrated. I'll say that. I'll say that being big is overrated. Like it's overrated, homie. There's no reason if you're not competing, what the fuck are you big for? I understand that now, bro. Good morning, good morning. I understand that completely. Like it's overrated. If you're not competing, what the fuck are you big for? Like be healthy, bro. Be healthy, homie. Like, you know, being big, like if you're not competing in the competition, homie, there's no reason to be huge like that. Be healthy. That's why I study cardio a little bit more and I do boxing more than anything now. Like, I don't want to be massive no more. Fools is over here having CPAP machines and shit. Come on, bro. That's not a way to live. Slim people look better big. Slim people look better big. Nah, for real. No, hell yeah. When you analyze it, but um, the point is people are chasing bigger than slim. Like people are chasing bigger than slim, homie. Like nobody that I know that starts out with this shit wants to just be slim. Everybody wants to be big. 85% of people be like, how do I get big? Bro, I hear it all the time. How do I get like you? How do I get big? Because that's what people want. It's not the right thing, but the reality is people chase big than slim, you know? I love 200, but I don't know if I can get 153 right now without subs. Yeah, I think you would have to just turn your diet into clean. You not built like that. You not built like that. Damn. Coming from a dude, let's take it to your football team though, bro. You mess with the Raiders and you talking built like that, bro. You talking about you are a Raider fan. You ain't built like that, buddy. It's you're the team you represent tells a whole lot about what you built like. Because what you built like is a lot of losing. Since I know you from football talk, so I want to hear about what's built and what's not. You know what I'm saying? You just know the ways of losing, homie. That's it. Until you get that together, I don't want to hear you say what you're built like and what you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You just stay at the bottom of the barrel, bro. Don't talk about what's built and what, because all you do is lose, baby. It's a balance, homie. Lift heavy, one be able to crank out pull-ups. How? Yeah. See, that's the main goal, and I'm not arguing with you on that. Pull-ups, beautiful thing, bro. That's probably the main goal for me. I've been practicing pull-ups. It's hard, homie. It is hard, especially when you're my weight. Hell yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But what if you fight and you're big though? What if you're like Brock? What if you're like Brock Lesnar, homie, just fucking a tank crushing fools? You know what I'm saying? Like that's imagine being big and actually having hands though. Imagine that. That's craziness. That's craziness, bro. And I want to say that either Mike Tyson was Mike Tyson probably was the stockiest little swole dude that'll fucking knock your fucking block off. So I want to say that. I want to say that because the heavyweights, they're all big, bro. The heavyweights are big dudes. So I want to just say that, like, nah, there's some big dudes, heavyweights, bro. Some of the best boxers were heavyweights, and them motherfuckers were rattling dudes. There ain't nobody that's little gonna mess with a heavyweight. They'll literally decapitate their head off. Big people get big. Good morning, good morning. God bless, God bless. How your knees feeling? Though, real talk. 40 lifting all that way. Hell no, that's another thing. That's another thing, and that's what I was trying to say. When you get older, bro, you start feeling the effects of that shit, right? You feel the effects of that shit. Like how yeah, it's wear and tear on your body. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I slowed down. That's why I've been shredding up. Because I started being like, damn, the water weight in the knees? Fuck. The water weight in the knees? Yeah, I started shredding up, to be real with you. Like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool off that. The hardest part for me was eating. I have respect for the bodybuilders. And you're not lying on that shit too. That shit fucking will make you nauseated, man. You eat too much. I'm not, and that's another thing, bro. I don't have all the money to eat like that no more. I don't have the money to eat like that no more. That shit will make you sick, bro. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Bro, Chris, I'm not personally telling you this, bro. Like, I know you probably feel little. When you talk to the big dogs, bro, when you talk to the big dogs, I know you probably feel little. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out some facts, bro. Like, you know what? You don't personalize this shit. Don't personalize this shit, bro. I'm just telling you, you know. I know when you talk to the big dogs, you around the big dogs, you become the little puppy. But you don't have to personalize because I'm actually a gentle giant, bro. I'm gonna say, good job on your journey, bro. Good job on your journey. Get big. Calories is calories out, assuming your working out routine is on point. Raiders started the fanish. The fanish of what though? Of losing, bro? Cause let's put this in perspective, my dog, big Raider. Since you've been alive, homie, all you seen is the Raiders lose. So what fanish? You mean the fanish of losing everything? Like bottom of the barrels, no bueno, no cookies, cookies crumbled. What fanish is we talking about? Because I know it ain't no winning shit. I know you ain't been on top. You ain't never even experienced a parade, bruh. Nothing. No bueno. Don't pass go nothing. Yeah, let's talk about that. The fanish of losing, I understand that completely. So what would be the best to put on weight? From my experience, you got to get some shit that has calories, right? A lot of calories because the Mass XX is going to put on fucking puts this shit into your muscle and it just helps it grows amino acids, tear that shit down, help rejuvenate the muscle and eat big proteins. Eat eggs, proteins. Like you gotta stuff your face till you can't even stomach that shit no more. Um, you heard about the apartment building that caught on fire? I did. Sad story. And then it goes back to when they actually they cocktailed the house and it burned people to death. I confess to the pull-ups are hard for big people. Oh my gosh, homie. So whoever's doing pull-ups, man, y'all the savages, bro. Whoever's doing pull-ups, shout out to you guys, cause that shit is hard, homie. That's a hard thing to do. Yeah, boxers are a different breed, are big, a big. Yeah, boxers, homie, and I love boxing. I love boxing, the intensity of boxing workouts. I love it. That's why I do it now. That's why I do it now, bro. And I can go 3 rounds. Homie, like I carry my weight. Wow, bro. I got stamina though. That's what people don't understand. Because I go every single day and go do boxing training and drills. So I can go about 3 rounds straight. I see people actually get winded in 1 round. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Let a motherfucker like that has stamina that's big, like bigger, be able to go some rounds. If you can't have no stamina, it doesn't matter if you little or not. If you don't have stamina, you gonna get ate alive, bro. You gonna become a victim. They gonna crumble your shit. You think the Knicks gonna take it? I think the Spurs are taking it, brother. I think Knicks are actually on though. Knicks are on though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, bro. I'm mad that the Nuggets ain't in it. So, I'm mad that the Nuggets ain't in it. But I think the Knicks, they have it in them. But I think the Spurs is just well-rounded more. Who you rooting for? I'm 245 trying to slim down. Hell yeah. That's good, brother. That's good. So you could, homie. Hell yeah. Let's go. Like, let's all just slim down, get to our goals. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? So, brother, what's cracking with Big Gray? What's good with you, fam? I'm all high salute. Those bodybuilders at age 60 are so sickly. Like I said, bro, like if you're not competing, what's the purpose of being big like that, right? What's the purpose of being big? You gotta have balance, the homie said it right. You gotta have balance. That's the truth. You know. I was just pointing out some clear facts. I was just pointing out some facts, bro. Like a lot of people want to chase the big. A lot of people want to chase the big. Like everybody that starts out wants to be big. A lot of people love that shit if they can put it on. It's not good for you though. It's not good for you, to be real. Get your Marco Dolo and you will be surprised how much clean food you have to eat to get your protein. Damn. And that's kind of what we need though. I mean, I need that shit, bro, because I'm careless. I can be careless. Like, so I need shit like that. I'm 5'7". I used to being small. Oh, you're used to being small. How much do you weigh? Not good. Yeah, there was a case out here too, bro, where they actually cocktailed the apartments, bro. They cocktailed the apartments and they burned people alive, bro. That's all bad. That's not even cool. Can't take the Raiders out of Oakland, but you can't take the Oakland out the Raiders. Oakland is the Raiders, homie. Oakland is the Raiders. They don't belong in Vegas. We always say this. There's no such thing as a Las Vegas Raider. I'm sorry to say. That shit sounds silly. Pain is temporary. Don't let them hold you from dreams because your dreams are permanent. Let's go. Let's touch them, bruh. What do you think about the female bodybuilder? Man, I'd rather have a female that just looks healthy. I don't want a female to have traps. I don't want a female to talk like that because eventually you're gonna have to be like, what up, bro? I know this female at my gym, she talks like that. What up, bro? I'm like, bro, relax. Go stop the testosterone boosters. Stop the tramp. She looking crazy over here like fucking Incredible Hulk. Like that's not how you were formed to be. Like, be healthy. Be healthy. Definitely. That's a good look. Not the bodybuilder. The bodybuilder? Like John. How a big guy trying to itch his back. That shit sucks. I've been that person too, Chris. I'm over here trying to scratch my back on a fucking tree. Like China, yeah, she was too big. I will Nate Diaz. Diaz, you. Not the Nate Diaz. That's my dog right there, though, boy. Nate Diaz was actually a beast. I like him and his bro, homie. Hell yeah. Those were some beast. Those was fucking some beast. I would get winded in 30 around 30 seconds. Why though? You don't have no cardio, fam? You don't have no cardio? Oh shit, brother. Did you watch the Rousey? Yeah, she got pummeled, didn't she? It's sad too. Like, it's hella sad because that she was a legend, bro. Like, for her time, she was a legend in the UFC. And then that one fight just kind of destroyed her life. Did the Knicks beat the Cavs? I think they did. They were going crazy in New York. They did. I think they did, my brother. And that's a big thing for New York because they didn't really have too much for a long time. She won, and now saying she's stepping away. Well, yeah, I mean, she didn't look too good in that fight, let's just say. But sometimes you have to just leave the legacy. Like, don't try to come back in, you know? Yo, subscribe. I like the way you engineer with the chat. Oh, yeah, these are my people, man. Appreciate it, bro. Box Steak Business. God bless you, my homie. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate everybody in here. You chill as fuck, homie. Hell yeah, my high salute to my good people. We try to, bro. Like, I got tired of fucking being in these chats in the platform and nobody even talks to each other. Everybody's tripping. I try to engage at least. My mind doesn't let me quiet live in the comfortable. I hate being comfortable because when I'm comfortable, I think and thinking is dangerous. Ah, that's deep, bro. Where you get all this? Where do you actually get all that? Would you rather fight 1,000 chickens or shit? Shit. Really, I'm gonna try to fight 1,000 chickens, homie. Gorilla. I don't think gorillas. Well, with 20 man, I think we could get at it. I think we actually could get at a gorilla, but gorillas are strong, bro. Oakland is ghetto as fuck. That's why they changed it. You think that's why they left Oakland? They went to Vegas, bro. They went to a place where they don't have no home field advantage type shit. I say when I'm high type shit. You high, my bro? As long as she don't have a penis. But would you want your girl to come in and hold you, bro, because she has more muscle than you? She just picks you up like, what up, babe? She all comes from behind you, homie, holds you by your waist like, what up, baby? I'm like, fool, you better get off of me. That's too much bass for a female's voice. She just holds you, bro, and you can't even do nothing because she's stronger than you. They already out, but say it anyway. Toronto Rapids. That's what I'm talking about. Represent your team, man. Savage. Salute. What's good with it, big dog? Mile high salute to you, fam. Yeah, they swept them. Avalanche too, bro. Mad about that shit. World Cup on the come up. What's some of the games that are coming up? Did have the greatest smile in MMA. She did. And she was actually a beast. Would just run away. Yeah, you ain't catching. What the hell? You probably ain't even catching no chickens. They're gonna run away. Rhonda said that. Says she's gonna have babies now. Nice. Well, start a family. You know, start a family. I'll have my mind been alone. Only my mind turns a teenager and a young man. Crazy work. But yeah, no, that's good aspect. It's you know what's really sad, bro, is when it'd be a legendary in UFC and sports in general, and then they kind of try to live their life through the sport, even when they're old. They don't want to let it go, and then their legacy just gets it gets messed up by them like not letting it go. You gotta sometimes just let shit go. What gets you mad at angry? What are you triggers? My triggers, bro, is yesterday we were on a live, right? And people were like, calm down, homie, like it's not that serious. But my angers are the lack of respect from society, bro. Just people that are just disrespectful, like don't have no respect for the roads, don't have respect for that surroundings. I just don't get that shit, to be real with you, you know? That shit triggers me. Like it makes me pissed when you just don't have no respect for anything. You live your life just for yourself. Selfishness. I'm getting better at that shit though. You know, I'm getting better just to let shit go, slide off the shoulder. You suit your tank top. You suit your tank top, bro. What does that even mean? Like I actually fit the tank top. Feeling is the world is in the holding cell. Which one better overall, boxer, Floyd or Tyson? Floyd was the boxer of defense. Like you're not really gonna catch him like that. He's quicker, way quicker, skillful. Homie skills with like he could dodge, bro. That fool just come up with angles, boom, 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 boom. Like Floyd, all around his skills was untouched, on touch. He wore fools out. You couldn't do nothing with Floyd. Now I don't necessarily like his fights because it was boring as fuck. But he would do a strategy, bro. He would do a strategy. I didn't like to even watch his fights because they were boring to me, all the running. But skillful, Floyd. Tyson was just he'll just end the fight before it even starts. I like that shit. I like the brutalness of just being that monster. So to me, Tyson fights were more exciting. Oh, a tree. Savlo knows about the bare necessity. For real. Like, you know, you got to get down how you live. You got to get down how you live. There's no coming back from that shit. Um, no, she fought the other one. Yo, homie, bro, what's good? That's why Floyd don't get any more fights. He's boring. I mean, come on, Roddy. He just needs to retire himself, bro. Don't even try no more. Just you went out on top. There's no reason to come back try to fight Tyson and who else does he put? Pacquiao again? He's coming. Ain't he gonna fight Pacquiao? He needs to just stay away, bro. You a homie, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. All high salute to you, fam. Hey, y'all sub up to the channel, man. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. All high salute to all the Brodies out there. Henry Cooper, and they cheated to get Ali the win. Damn. That's why you can't even trust boxing and sports, because it's just like, it's one of them things, bro. UAM, bro. Like in my Norte, you talking about in my Norteño? Nah. I got homies that are Norteños, though. We didn't really have a lot of Norteños in Denver. You know, we didn't have a lot of Norteños in Denver, but I know some ones, some solid ones. Some solid ones. Isn't it interesting how we as humans need to socialize to be okay, but we spend a lot of our lives alone? I'll tell you, I'll be real with you. Like, I don't really socialize with too many people no more, bro. Like, I don't even like to go out and socialize like out there. I don't. I'm antisocial. It doesn't put a flame into me to go out and just be everywhere either. Like, that's not exciting to me. So I get it. Like, damn, that's crazy, homie, how that works. Pac-Man gonna whoop him this time. He has a lot better angles, homie. Like, his game is like 10 times better. She says she didn't want to leave on anything but a win, so now she retired on a arm. And that wasn't that her specialty. Then she used to specialize in that shit. What's up? They like, I'll give gifts, but I'm poor. Now you cool? Hell yeah, just being here, homie. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. They usually duck the fade. Always, always. Yo, Oro, you definitely don't sound like an essay. Yeah, I'm not. So my neighborhood, homie, to be real with you, was all project babies. We're all project babies, homie. Majority everybody in my neighborhood was Crips, and then you had Odies on the other side of the boulevard. But my project housing is all Crips, homie. Everybody in my project housing is Crips, pretty much. We had some ESGs though. They were on the block with us, and then you had 25th Street Raiders. They were down the street. But yeah, it's all just projects, like projects where I'm from. Arapo Courts. What's good with you, fam? All I salute. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Chopping it up with the good people. What happened to the oldies? They still there. The oldies still there. The oldies just making money, but they a lot of them fools went to Aurora too. I know some oldies that were in Aurora, but it's because in the neighborhood, they regentified the east side. Wake and bake, salute. Um, my parking pisses him off. Hell yeah. No, not. Also, you park like that too. I was mad. That shit had me hot. The reason why too, because they were doing the little junkie. That's what's up, bro. I ain't tripping like that. I'm from Northern California. You would fit right. Well, you remember back in the day they had the CXIVs. Remember the CXIVers? I got a homie that he was a Vadio Nortown homie. I think that's a Greeley Norteño set. Um, but yeah, my homie, he actually messed with a lot of the lokes out there. He messed with a lot of the Crips, and they were like a part of the clique called CXIV, the Crips and Norteños. What's your thoughts on getting high and working out? That Steve will do. Guy does that. I don't really know too much about it. I don't really know too much about it. Um, what is it? Is it kind of like a steroid? Is it kind of like a steroid? Oh, nice. Damn, I didn't. Damn, your daughter's about to be a champion, homie. Your daughter's about to be a champion. Floyd is helping train my daughter. Yup, some YA shit. While they were out here, bro, and that's what he was pushing. He came straight to the projects, and he was pushing because over the years, to be real with you, so you have like you have two areas of Bloods out here, right? You have like the West Side Bloods, and then you have Park Hill. A lot of the West Side Bloods are Mexicans, homie. Like the whole West Side is Mexicans, like Chicanos. They all have ties with Crenshaw Mafia, but they used to just be their own identity, homie. But they started fucking with Park Hill pretty tough, the black fools. To me, just being around a lot of the newer NSMs, they more prone to like the Northside Denver fools from NSM, the newer ones. They mess with a lot of the Bloods more tougher than anything. Like some of them fools will mess with some of the Bloods. He came up here when he was in the penitentiary with us. He was like, back where I'm from, homie, we mess with the Crips more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of like surprised about that shit. He's like, where I come from, homie, like it was all Crips like around us. So we mess with Crips more than anything else. Devil's Angels are Bloods, but Hispanic. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've been Westside Paru. Shout out to the Paru. Shout out to all the homies on the front line. I feel you. See, so that's kind of how the box state is too. Like, what up, Big Lazy? What's cracking with you, my brother? We have two sides. We have two sides of Don Moves and shit. We have the West Side and Park Hill, and at one time they didn't even mess with each other. They really were separate, but they tied their rag. But the whole West Side has a whole. They're all Mexican Bloods. Like the whole West Side, like Crenshaw Mafias, homie, 16 blocks, LGBs, KCBs, Sick Minded. Like they're all Mexican Bloods. They're all Don Moves that are Mexican. But then you actually have Crips that are all Mexican out here too. Chicky 30s, KIAs, Brick Cities. Hello. Um, so yeah, it's kind of different, a little different. It was still on. Not much going out to the world to look for. Me too, bro. I gotta go do these little interventions, homie. I gotta go do these interventions, bro. I gotta go get this little job. Mexican cartel look like ordinary people. I have a homie that was in LA now, and he like 5'2", short dude. Yeah, because they got a little different stilo. They're not really street bangers. They're just about bread and doing what they supposed to. So they don't want to bring attention to them. They're South. That's crazy to me. You're starting to see it out here a bit more with Mexicans joining black gang. Yeah, so like when I was growing up, my neighborhood is all Crips. So there was certain families that banged Crip that were Mexican. All my family is all Mexican Crips. They're all Keyways. It wasn't the norm even out here. That wasn't even the norm, homie. We used to actually have to put in major work. We used to have to get active, homie, like be front line all the time. Now you see it everywhere, bro. It's not even appealing no more. It's not even like a solid thing to me anymore because everybody can do it. Back in the day, you used to have to, if you went to prison especially, you used to have to be front line on the compound. Like now everybody can hit the compound. Everybody can hit the compound and it's like fools just do that shit. I'm like, yeah, the 90s was a different time frame. Early 2000s was a way different time frame. So yeah, that's happening in Los Angeles too. But also too, my bro, I knew some black Sureños. I knew some black Sureños. That was never even thought of, bro, when I was growing up. I seen black Northside Mafia fools. So it's just about your neighborhood, you know? But when I was growing up, it was a little different. I mean, it was a little different. And we don't really have racial tensions in Colorado too much. We don't have racial tensions. But even with that, bro, like not everybody was doing it, you know? I know a lot of fools that used to say they bang this and then go to prison and they just dropped their flag home and started riding with something else because of it. But now you hear fools blatantly on the compounds. It's like, damn, that's crazy. I'm from a Serrano hood, but we chilling and handle work with some of the chickies. Okay, okay. And didn't some of the Sureños get to beefing with some of the chickies too, though? The Florencias, didn't some of the Chicky 30s beef with the Florencias? It'd be sounding fun to go out and socialize. Yeah, but it's not even worth it no more because you got all these eggers too. And that's another thing is I'm gonna do a video. Somebody asked me about a video on the eggers out here. They're running rampant. The eggers are running rampant, bro. They're the ones that are tripping with their haircuts. You talk about an Eggers haircut, fool. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying you. I just heard that, and I didn't even know this because we didn't really see a lot of Sureños when I was growing up. But somebody told me that they were beefing with Florencia at times. I don't know how true that was. Hmm. Me too, bro. I just chill. I just actually chill. Yep, he was. So was Nutcase. Yeah, Nutcase was more. His family was from Northern Cali. Um, he was Nutcase. He was like really, really pushing that shit. When I was in CMRC, he came up there and he was in a room up full of the lokes. Like he was in a room. He fit in right away with the Crips, and he was a Northside Mafia fool. But his family's all CXIVers, and it was crazy to me because he would actually lock C's with some of the Crips up there. I'm like, that's interesting. Good morning, good morning. Salute, salute. Different ball game, you know. But I know the newer, like a lot of the newer NSMs that I know, the younger ones, they were more prone to mess with the Bloods. Oh damn, Nutcase was your co-defendant. The one, R.I.P. to the homie Nutcase, the one that passed away. I grew up in Aurora. My hood was beefing with Sudanos. Oh shit. You know what? The only time I did get into it with some Sureños in Montbello. I mean, I never came across a lot of Sureños in Denver, but when you went to Aurora and Montbello, there was quite a few hoods from Aurora and Montbello. I mean, they had like quite a few hoods of Sureños. And I never got into it in Aurora, but Montbello though, bro, there was one night, homie. There was some fools from Eastside Longos over there. They was Longos from California. We happened to be out there and we started banging with these fools. And I told the story. I had told the story, homie. Um, He was an OG from Longos, bro, and he tried to trip on my little cousin. I came out and kind of tried to give him the warning, like, homie, you better get out of here. So I took off on him and we started beating his ass, smashing him up, packing his ass out. He goes to jail. I go to jail for fighting in public, and he gets out and kills us out. That fool actually killed us out, bro. He committed suicide. So it was like a standstill. They thought we killed that fool. His cousins thought we killed that fool, bro. No cap. Hmm. They came out here like with their brothers, and then they did the autopsy. This dude done put himself in the garage and just literally put up the exhaust. Um, you ever ran across any bulldogs? Nah, one bulldog I ever ran. We don't have too many of them, but one bulldog. He was a Fresno bulldog, and he was out here in prison, and he did some okey doke shit on the yard where he was stealing, and the homie he stole from the homie, and the homie realized it in front of the whole unit. The homie ran up and fucking slapped that fool. That fool checked in. That was the only time. Even the fools he was talking to were like, yeah, that was some bullshit. He got called a bitch and slapped, bro, and he didn't even fight. That was the only dude, bro. I found with a CMG dude. Shit, he rolled. It was expected. Damn. That's crazy. How much time you get on that shit? Did you get a lot of time? The only gang that had green light from the Sudans with mono floors. Oh shit. Okay. That's wild, bro. That's a deep situation. Like, where what they in West Side Los Angeles or East Side? Where you from? You bang? Nah, I don't bang, bro. I'm just a person that just chills. I was politicking for a long time though. I'm from a neighborhood. I'm not active or anything. I just chill, bro. Really, to be truthful. Shout out to you though, my bro. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing today, man? Y'all hit the sub, like, subscribe, share, notification bell. Appreciate it. Blessing day. You too. God bless you. God bless. Thank you for the prayer. More out east from Aurora and Commerce City. A lot of Hispanics stay over there. People from Santa Maria, Oxford, yep. Mexico settled over there around the 80s. They set up shop out here a long time ago. Yeah, no, definitely. We have a lot of roots. I'll say that. Like, there's a lot of, even some of my family Mexicanos, you know, they got some ties to Mexico and got some land out there. How did your meeting go yesterday? It was good. Um, they're gonna call me back even about some work and shit. They're gonna call me back about some work. It was good. I actually had a good day yesterday. Me and wifey went to the gym after. I got 2 rounds of gym time. Killed that shit. Like, she impressed me. She was throwing me through the gauntlet. I said, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the OG Shad. What's good with it? How you doing, Bigfoot? What's good with it, brother? Hope you good today. Yeah, they do that shit. And Cali be getting around off the yard. Yard always. Damn. See, that's interesting, bro. I don't know why he was stealing clothes, bro, but this fool stole somebody's greens. The homies were laundry porters, and we got some new greens, homie, for visits. They were fresh greens, bro, like brand new DOC greens. And the shit came up missing. And then all of a sudden the homie looks over, and it's the dude from Bulldogs. He has some brand new greens on. And the homie looked like, bro, that looks like my green. So he walked up. Hey, come here, fool. And this fool had a tag. He tried to put the tag on, but you can't do that out here. Like, you have to do a special thing to put them tags on. And he ripped that shit off, bro. And sure enough, it was the homie's greens. And in front of the whole unit. We used to have at Ben County, there was like 7-8 side. There were big units. He said, you a bitch. You want to steal from the Lokes? Just open-handedly. Boom. Everybody looked over there like, damn, fool, this fool got slapped. He ran, bro. That fool ran. He ran. Went to go get the CO. They took that fool out the unit. I said, damn, I did 10. Damn. Congratulations on your shit, man. That's a long time. I did from juvenile to adult 10 years. 10. Damn. Yeah, you did 10 on a 15. Yeah, that's good shit. Like, you out now though, man, living your life. That's dope. Did you ever fight a Southsider? Yeah, we got into, I mean, not in Denver, per se, but in Montbello, there was a couple times we got into with like the Sureños in Montbello, but it was over like other shit. It wasn't no beef because we don't really beef with the Sureños. Like we don't really see them too much. It was just situations at that time, you know. East side, they're good now. They're with the program. Oh, okay, okay, okay. The East side's pretty rough. I heard in LA though, you know, especially from what I knew is when the Coast Crips and Florencia got into it, it was just all out war, bro. And then, you know, fools was siding up. That's just wild, homie. I didn't, to be real with you, you want to know what's crazy, bro? I didn't know about that too much, but I heard about it and I know that they just didn't like East Side Crips. So I've actually, because of that shit, I ran into some fool on the bus and he had an F-13 and I got to pressing, homie. And he's like, I'm not even from here, SA. I said, fuck you, homie. What you want to do? And he was just like, bro, I'm from Cali. And I just like, you don't like the Crips? He's like, I don't beef with all Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was over that bullshit. I just heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, homie. Shout out to Lil Savage. For real though. Yo, yeah, so what's up? I always used to have fresh greens and blues. Yeah, bro. That fool took the greens, bro. He thought he could walk. He thought he actually could walk in the unit with that shit too. How are you going to get the greens and then walk with them and then don't even do it right? Like the tag is coming off. Like you just put yourself in a trap. You just put yourself in a trap, homie. Like you did that shit to yourself. And it was not even the people to be stealing from because these fools are respected on the yard. Like they are active OG fools that have all the respect. You stole the greens from the most active fools that are on the yard that literally just don't give a fuck, and you did that shit. And you didn't even play it off, bro. Hey, homie, I want to see you do heavy weight training and do UFC. You would oh yeah, yeah, we should we were just talking about that shit a little bit ago too, fool. Um, they said get into some boxing heavyweight. But I mean, I'm thinking about doing something, bro. Like I need to take some aggression out since I don't be out there acting up no more. I need to take some aggression out. Like, let's go. And then I would have everybody pull up too, the whole community, and shooting every night and every day. You're kidding. And shooting every night and every day. Oh, which one over there? It was because of drug selling. Damn, brother. Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard that they jacked them fools, and then that fools just you fuck with the wrong people, bro. You mess with the wrong people, you try to steal some kilos and shit. Speaking of, do you know a little crip dude they call E-Face? I know C-Face. Me and that fool got into it in the yard though, C-Face. Me and that fool actually got into a bang session. I don't know E-Face. I just know a fool named C-Face. They used to call him Dangerous Living. What up, brother? You're Chula Vista homeboy. I hope you are a killer. That's what's up, my bro. Hell yeah. Shout out to Chula Vista though. I was out in Chula Vista though. Hell yeah. Chula Vista is a beautiful area, super beautiful area. I fuck with Chula Vista. You should do workout content, bro. Make some money. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too, bro. Like that's another thing is it's just with this channel, homie. I got like the AI puts me in a like a regular algorithm for this kind of content. I'm thinking about starting up another channel. Thinking about starting another channel, bro, and doing some like working out shit. That would be sick with it. That shit would be tight. I took four. We gotta have guinea pig fights on the dead homies. You're not hard with those pretty eyes. On the dead homies, we'll have some guinea pig fights, homie. They'd be like, these fools are breeding guinea pigs to fight. Oh, me fool. That's how you taking a bullet DPN me and 40. Oh, let's go, Rada. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. Yeah, me and 50 coming. Let's go, Brody. See, that's why I fucks with my dudes, man, the real ones, cause it's all family, you know? It's all family and shit. But I definitely want to get into some stuff like that, bro, because everybody's telling me. That's why I really, to be truthful, I be actually trying to get it with this training. I'm like, let me utilize that shit. Let me utilize that shit. Get in there. Oh, where the hell is that? Shit, man. If you go to the other lie, they had them all. They was all over there. We felt like we was at Dandy Dan Strip Club in the other one. Mm-mm. And if you don't know what Downey Downs is, it's the Colorado Trench. They be as soon as you walk in that bitch, you getting pink eye off of just GP. Everybody in Colorado knows that place has no bueno, bro. No, that's what Big Boy is doing. Nothing but workouts, videos. he I followed his shit a lot. Like, hell yeah, he does a lot of workout, man. That dude shredded up too, man. That dude, he went from a big boy. Now you talk about a big boy. You talk about a big boy. He went from a big boy and now he's shredded up, bro. Killing it. You got a do-rag on for no reason, bro. You got a do-rag on for no reason. What do you mean? What would be the reasoning you actually wear a do-rag? What would be the reasoning? Let's go. I see the homie with the DJ. Salute. Salute. Let's get this money, man. Music to the ear. Shout out to you guys, man. Yeah, they got the pink eye, man. What's going on? That's terrible. Terrible. You know. That place right there, bro, was legendary. I'm talking about legendary. You could be disability and everything and work at that strip joint to protect your ways. But you got a buzz cut. Now, first and foremost, I don't just rock a do-rag just to rock it. I'm going to the gym, brother. Do I gotta say this? I'm going to the gym, brother. I literally sweat at the gym. I don't like sweat going in my eyes. This actually absorbs sweat for me. I utilize it for a sweat absorber. Now, you might not know what that means because you probably don't even work out, but I definitely don't like sweat in my eyes. So yeah, if whatever's gonna work to keep the sweat out the eyes, I'm all for it. But I appreciate you noticing though. I appreciate you noticing, little bro. Shout out to you. More high salute. How's your morning going? Hey, what's up, my UK brother? What's good with you, fam? Salute. Bringing up, oh shit, I haven't had a pink eye from strippers in 3. Man, you don't even have to be close to them either. You just walk in that shit and your eye just starts going, damn, bro, I got pink eye. What's wrong with my eye? That shit itches. Yeah, the sweat mix with that hair wax, man, up eyes. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Shit, by the way, homie, since you are so invested in my do-rag, why don't you send some donations where I could get another do-rag? Since you love the do-rag so much, homie, send the donation where I could get another do-rag, big homie. Since you care so much, you know what I'm saying? Since you invested, don't let me see you then sub up to the channel too, because I'm coming for your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put out the location since you didn't sub up, little bro. That's crazy work. People don't realize back in the 90s we would wear us to train our hair. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You about to go do MMA right now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go hit this little heavy bag real quick. I gotta go. So I've been working on a lot of I'm working on angle game right now, bro. Like my angles. That's what I've been doing like a lot. Angles. I mean, I've been working on footwork so much. Just getting it all like put into play. So yeah, I just want to, like, when it comes around, homie, I just want to be fully ready. Fully ready. People don't realize back in the 90s we would wear nylons to train our hair to go back. And we did. And we did. Hell yeah. I used to have a like a whole thing of bandanas too, bro. I would rock bandanas to slick my shit back too. because I had slick back hair. But the thing about the bandana in the back, like unless you tie it real tight, that shit gives you a headache, homie. I used to get headaches. Shit, I mess with do rags to be real with you because they're the easiest thing to pull, like put on. It's like hella easy, and I ain't even got to worry about getting a headache. I just put that shit on, homie, and I'm out the door, out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the best investments in I ever actually like because it's easy to put it on. Like boom, tie it up, you good. So yeah, I used to have all the colors too. I used to have all the colors. Females, boom. Yo, Bobby Service. How you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? On Sixth and Pontiac, the beauty supply sells every color, dude. I had them all too. I had them all. I had longer hair. I had long hair for my whole life too. Like my hair was long my whole life. I used to have the hair to the middle of my back at one time. So it was mandatory to have something to slick that shit back, or you would have the crazy hair. Your hair would just get out of line. I'm recovering from headaches right now. Damn, my do rag was too tight. You better slow down. See, I don't even tie my shit. I just put a rubber band, homie, in the back. I don't even tie that shit because it will give you a headache. Um, there was a fire 2 days ago near Yub. There was. Everybody was burning in that shit too, bro. That's unfortunate. There was another fire. It sounded like the same, and it burned like a family to death, bro. It was sad, like super sad. And I remember back, like a little bit back downtown, the construction site caught on fire. Damn, you got some gorgeous eyes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and subscribe. Notification. Uh, well, yeah, we picked our struggles. We pretty as fuck out here. Let's go. The beautiful people. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys been actually great this morning. I'm just ready to go hit this little gym off. What did that fire actually start up from? Does anybody know what that fire start up from? Electricity? It was probably an electricity thing. Excuse me. I'm in Green Mountain, my bro. Yeah, I'm over here in Green Mountain, kind of like by Sims and Alameda. It's the Denver Metro still. I can take one highway. I get to Denver quick. I'll just take the highway on Sixth. Just go to straight to Denver. So yeah, I'm not too far. I like my little area though, because it's quiet. The area is quiet, bro. It's a cool little area. But Denver got too expensive on me. Like it's just way too expensive to live in like the Denver metro for me. Um, so I just prefer me and my wife actually just decided to go to Green Mountain. Hey, was we over there back in the day too? Mm-hmm. When the McDonald's and the movie theater was over there? Yep. Hell yeah. Yep. The hood got expensive. Too expensive, man. Too expensive. Yep. McDonald's and the movie theater. That's damn, bro. That's memories, bro. Had a lot of times in that little area when the hood got expensive, bro. My neighborhood. It was just too crazy, bro. Too crazy. You used to kick it with us. Hell yeah, bro. Shit, we used to actually turn up. Remember, it was the turn up, fool. We had some good days, good ass days. How you been, fam? How you been? There was two MC Donalds in downtown. There was two MC Donalds in downtown. Like MCs, like motorcycle clubs. No point living in the hood because the suburbs cost the same. Yeah, get you a nice little spot. Like Get you a hella good spot, you know? In the suburbs, you could just relax. Mickey D's. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Mickey D's. Yep. Hell yeah. But it always seemed like Denver Mickey D's was like the trap spot. Richard Miles, Jeremy. Hell yeah, bro. Yep. That was the days. Big ass parties. Did you go to was you going to Jefferson? Did you go to Jefferson and shit? I came home, North Change, yep. Highlands. Why do they call that shit the Highlands now, man? Call it the Highlands, bro. The Rhino District. Facts, I'm 20 from Philly, but it's more laid back, still the hood, but not as crazy. Yeah, and you probably have a way better life. Way better. Did you ever encounter Mongols? Yeah, I did. I didn't really, I did because you would have to go to the bars and their little kickback spots. But one of my little homies, one of the little homies, his dad was a Mongol, and they were trying to get him to be a Mongol, but the homie already started gang banging. So, but yeah, he used to have his brothers over there at the house. Hey, we was over there back in the day when the McDonald's and the movie theater was over there. Would you say you have? Would you say you have a good? I don't know even what that means, Alameda, but I have plenty of homies that went to Jefferson, like Gerard. Yup, yup. Yeah, it was all the same circle. So too, you probably know my little brother Route too. But yeah, we used to all be over there, bro. Those are all names I used to kick. They used to have big old house parties, bro, like super big ass house parties for that school. And I used to be the East Side baby, all in that school because everybody else, like they was from the West, the North, bro. I used to be in that house, like they be like the Green Eye Food, John John. What up, Bronco gang? Let's go, Broncos country. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? How's the family? Alameda, but I had, yeah, Alameda and Jefferson too. Alameda and Jefferson used to have the rivalry, bro. Remember that shit? Used to have the rivalry, bro. Yeah, so I'm from the east side of Denver, right? But my mom moves to the west side, bro. Kind of by like Sloan's in that little area. Homie, tell me why they started making me go to Jefferson. I didn't go to school though, homie. I literally went over there to like function and shit. I went over there to function and I knew all the girls, homie. I knew a gang of females from that school. So I went over there for sophomore year and they kicked my ass out because I was just bad, bro. But I knew everybody over there. You know, I knew everybody over there. We used to just be all throughout there partying. That's where my hops my went. Where Jefferson High School? That school was ghetto as hell, bro. There would be like 1,000 students, 1,500, and at the end of the year, it'd only be like 500, 400 people still going to school. It was a ghetto school, homie. That school was like, with the school, like next level ghetto-ness. Yep, bunch of NSN fools going there. There was too. Yeah, that's all that was over there. It was like there was some Mexican blood foods, some NSMs. There was a couple of G's that went there who I was tagging crews. There was only like me and two other fools that was Crips that was in that school, but everybody else was from like different hoods. They knew football field goes hard. I see, and that's that back in the day, bro. They did not put no money into the school. Them fools did not put money into the school whatsoever. We was in the trenches of high school. Like, bro, how they doing that to Jefferson? But I heard that they did a lot of repair on that school. And they put a garden in that shit too. They actually put a garden at Jefferson High School. Mhm. Oh, hell yeah. That was another school too. East High School. That was ghetto there for a minute too. I mean, a lot of shit was going at the East High. They even have fools get shot over there and all kinds of shit. But they didn't have a good sports team either. Like their sports team was not that good. The Mexican homie Mike, that was a blood. He from 16 blocks? Little Mexican Mike? Little what was oh no, I would say the I thought you made a little Mexican Mike, little fool. He was from 16 blocks. His name's Mikey. Mikey B. Yeah. Shit, I was at Jefferson, homie, and I actually got into it with some CMG fools. They actually hopped out on me one time. I was walking to the homegirl Coco to the bus stop, going towards 20th. They hopped out on me, and me and the dude started banging. Boom, 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 boom. I had some house slippers on, and I slipped on the curb, and them fools started packing my ass out, homie. There was like three of them fools. Boom. But before they packed me out, I had the dude by the headlock and I was slamming his head in at that church right there at the corner. I was slamming his head into the green thing and then I slid, bro, and they started packing my ass out. they started jumping the shit out of me. Money is on the phone from Lyman. Oh shit. Tada, what's up? He sends his love. Much respect. All high salute to the family, man. Salute. Hey man, keep your head up, brother. You know what it is. All high salute. Lokes went to East and Park Hill. Bloods went to Washington High up. Mm-hmm. That's how it was. It was separate too. They were walling out. So one of the craziest schools I remember, like everyday occasions, was Manual High School, bro. They had the Odies and the Crips, and them fools was after every day after school, bro. Them fools was fighting all the time. And then when the Odie dude got killed, that shit set off a whole domino effect in the East Side because now it was war. Everybody was like, they were telling people, be careful at school. Be careful at school. Because there was all kinds of threats at the school. That shit was wild, homie. That shit was wild. I said, man, Manual right now is turned up. Mm-hmm. My auntie used to live down the block on like 30th and Gilpin, homie. I'm in the dead center of the 30s, the Treos from 30th and Gilpin Street. Are you from Cali now? I'm from Denver. They used to have the blocks that were sold up from the Treos, 30th Gilpin, Humboldt, all that shit was 30ville. And this is Treos. This ain't Chicky 30s, but that shit used to be a danger zone. I'm talking about fools be on the bikes patrolling that shit. You come down that block, what's up, cuz? Where you from? Like, damn, homie, these fools is tripping over here. Well, when that shit happened, they blamed the Crips for shooting the Odie fool. All out war, bro. Like you walk down the street in the East Side at that time and a car pulled up. They were not pulling up to fight. Nobody was pulling up to fight. That shit was so nerve-wracking. You couldn't even go to the Downey station. Homie, without some shit popping off. And then they hit the Downey station one night, and them fools get to exchanging like 2 a.m. And it was an all-out war on the Downey station, bro. That shit was wild. That shit was wild, homie. I'm from the PJs, though. I'm from the projects, bro. I had to walk all the way from the projects. My grandma lived in the projects, Curtis Park. We had to walk over there to my other auntie's house on the 30s. They was mistaking us for being from over here. And just because we was walking, you literally just had to be on. It was like a war zone, homie. A war zone. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. Mall High salute. Hey, have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. Sipping some coffee, love. When I moved to Denver in '04, living on 5th and Inca, that was active. We're at war with all the West Siders. Yeah, they were. Yeah, you see, that's real deal right there, homie. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, it was always some shit popping off, like '04 too. I was in the penitentiary at that time though. I caught my case. But right before this is I'm talking about right before I went to the pen, bro. This is when this shit was taking place. So the early 2000s, it was wild, homie. I ended up selling East because all that. Damn, they part of the triple trays. Oh yeah, they're the OGs of the triple trays. They're the OGs, homie. Like they're the original 30s. They're before the trays. They're before Trey Deuce. They're before Trey 4. They're the original. They're the ones that you hear when they say Michael Ashbury, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a little West. Yep, they did too. They did, homie. Sound like West versus North Side inside Chubby's. I had some days over there in the Chubby's area too. Yeah, bro. That was old school though. That was the old school Denver we were growing up as. Like, not what you see nowadays. Like, not what you hear about nowadays. We talking about that old school. Like, that's what we grew up off of. How long did you do? I did 10 years from juvenile all the way to adult. Yep. 10 years. All through. All through. Any Clarks or Greenblatt, Mosley. The Clarks, oh yeah. I got a couple homies that are Clarks, but they were in the system with me, bro, when I was in prison. Little Anthony Clark, homie. I think they're all family though, to be real with you. They're all family, All of them are family, homie. But like that's how the big families are, like the Ashburys, the Clarks, even on the Mexican side, Rodriguez's, Garcias, you know what I'm saying? The Greens, yeah, Clark, Willie, and all that fools. And he loves some CSD that were in Denver. Nah, I never, no. So I was on the yard with one West Coast 30, homie. He was a 30 from West Coast. He didn't bang Harlems, he banged 30s from West Coast. And he was out here, bro, and he was talking shit because the West Side Crips and the East Side Crips have pulled shit together in the pen. Like they said everybody has to ride. He didn't want to ride with no East Side fools. And he was talking shit like, where I'm from in Diego, we don't ride with them fools, cuz. On West Coast 30 gang, cuz. And the homie Left Hand from Trey Deuce, he heard that shit while you're not in San Diego, homie. And he said, well, I'm from the land. And the homie hit that fool. Boom. And he said, I gave that fool some Denver makeup, cuz. I was like, damn. No wrong 30 lokes in Denver. Wow, the 30s out here are from 30th and Gilpin though, bro. They're not from like Harlem's or they're not from West Coast or Harlem's, our Vista 30s. They're Treo, like 30th Avenue, 30th and Gilpin Street. It don't have nothing to do with like the neighborhood car or nothing. It don't have nothing to do with the neighborhoods. It's just 30th Avenue, they call their South Treo. What's cracking, cuz? Have a blessed day. Shout out to you. What's good with you? Is that the rallies right there, man? Shout out to you, man. Small high salute. I know nothing. I see nothing. I smell nothing. Hey, that's the way to go, though, bro. That's the way to go. Shout out to the homie, man. Check out now. I just posted some receipt. Yeah, I got you. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go check you out. Yeah, cause like the OG 30s food, the OG 30s, the 30 man 30th Avenue, really, to be truthful, like 30th Avenue, the 30 streets from East Side Denver, it didn't really have nothing to do with like California at all. People get it construed, but they banged 30th Avenue, 30th and Gilpin Street. They were like the first lokes in the East Side of Denver. But there was always California that came out here, like to Aurora. You had Rolling 60s, you had A-Tray Gangsters, Coast Crib Fools, you had 40s, met some Carvers, Fidus Broadways, Gambino, not Gambino, but Gear Gangs. You know what I'm saying? You even had some Trey 57s, Pomonas. Yeah, you had all them fools, bro. But they stayed in Aurora. That wasn't no Denver shit. That was just Aurora. We didn't really have no Cali sets like in Denver, because I would have seen the tag in, bro. That's why I asked. Yeah, nah, for sure. But the 30s was around, but a lot of them fools got indicted too, fool. Like, the 30s, a lot of them fools got indicted back in the day too. When they had the Summer of Violences, bro, they had Summer of Violences in 93. And a lot of the 30s got took off the street, like the main homies from 30, They did a lot of time, bro. A lot of them fools was getting time. So the newer fools that are like strictly from their lineage is the Trey Trays. That's like the Trey Trays are like 30s, the baby 30s, really, to be truthful. They carry on pretty much the older homies. A lot of the 30s was like just indicted. A lot of them fools got killed. So the Trey Trays was the new 30s, really, to be true. You ever do time in Trinidad? Yeah, I did 6 months before there. Yeah, I did time in Trinidad. Yep. I did do time in Trinidad. That was like the interesting yard. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Trinidad, I seen the cop get knocked out, bro. So even if though it was an MR, I seen the cop get knocked out. He turned around and just stole on the cop, the CO, bro, and knocked his ass out on the Trinidad yard. Seen the board and they kicked me out. It's AMR, and some people called it. I mean, it's prison politics to me. Anywhere you go, you have some sort of prison politics. Because I seen fools get roller coastered at Trinidad too. I seen fools get stuck. I seen the guard, like I said, the guard. They done knocked out the guard, and then they took out the free weights because the Mexicans and the Crips got into it. My brother, I must ask, why do TikTok? I don't know. My brother, I must ask, why no TikTok funk? I don't do TikTok no more, brother. Did Denver Lokes and Aurora Lokes ever be? Um, yeah, because the Denver Lokes didn't acknowledge them fools to be real. Like Denver Eastside used to think that they were the shit, homie. We had a cocky ass attitude. If you ain't Denver crippin', we don't got nothing for you. So Aurora, they didn't like that shit. So yeah, everybody hated the East Side, brother. 90s, East Side was hated by everybody because that was a real saying. You get roller coaster, bro. East Side doesn't fight fair. We don't play fair games, homie. So a lot of people didn't like the East Side. Yeah, there was a lot of tension. Not too much like tension, but they just didn't like East Side Denver because we didn't acknowledge a lot of shit. You know, the people thought we were just too cocky, way too cocky. Buena Vista, yep. I was. This guy still uses his prison wallet on the outside. Nah, we didn't get prison wallets, brother. Y'all were divided by race in jail. Nah, not out here too much. I mean, there's always that aspect is the race thing, but out here it was more about gangs. When I was growing up, it was more about gangs, but I hear in the 80s it was all about race. But I done been on the prison yard where you have Mexican Crips, you have Mexican Bloods, you have Black Sudanos, Black Northside fools. It just depends where you grew up. I never seen a racial war out here. I seen gang wars. I never seen like a big old brawl between races, like all Mexicans, all blacks. I never seen that. I seen gangs like Bloods, Crips, or Sudanos and Crips. I seen Paisas and Crips. I seen Paisas and Mexican Bloods and Paisas. Gangbangers are garbage. The 15 out near the mall, it was on a cracking, bro. That shit was wild. That actually was a bus you could get killed on, to be real. That was a bus you could get killed on, bro. I had some days on the 15 limited and the 16 limited. Hell yeah. Is it true that the Aryan gangs versus the GM Buena Vista was out? Like the brotherhoods, like the Woods and shit. Cause I never really seen ABs, bro. I never seen the Aryan Brotherhood. I seen 211 gang, like 211s out here. That's like the white boys. And the Woods, they had a lot of woodpile. Um, and I don't recall if them fools ever got into it. I know the Sudanos got into it with your homies in the early 2000s. They got in a big ass fight with the Sudanos, and the GKIs got it in like I think Lyman and Crowley. I think I think actually they got it in over there. They set it off because I know at that time you go in the county and a lot of fools were saying that some of the Sudanos they couldn't even come in the county. They try to say that there was a green light on any Sudano coming through Denver County. I don't know how true it was, but I heard a lot like there was some times where they made it hard for the Sudanos that pulled up, you know. It was just like in Pueblo, homie, like it was just like the Pueblo fools, like they said no Crips in the Pueblo County, the Ace, you know. But at that time, whoever has the bigger numbers, they're gonna kind of try to push their weight around. And I think at that time in Denver County, the G's backed up the G's were backed up by like all the Denver gangs. The Peckerwoods, yeah. I do recall that in the county that they had our pod had our oh, you guys had okay, okay, yeah. See, and that's crazy, bro, because I was going from and that's the interesting thing too, is homie, is that at that time, my enemigos, I didn't beef with nobody but the Bloods, you know. That's who we were tripping with, all the Bloods. So we didn't really focus in on anything else but like Bloods. That was the enemigos, like in different neighborhoods, especially. So I really wasn't too, I wasn't really too up on what was going on, like with these neighborhoods and these neighborhoods. But I heard that shit. I actually heard that shit. Oh, hell yeah, they were. Hell yeah. There's some real level-headed gangbangers. Some people just, it was a life and they're good. You could have a good conversation with them. I was in ADX for 21 years. Damn. Congratulate. How did you manage to stay out after 21 years, bro? That's wild. 21 years. That's gangster, bro. Alex is probably referring to gangbangers he watches on YouTube. Oh, my bad. Oh, hell nah. Because that's a lot of time, homie. That's damn. I was stunned by that. But let me clarify this up too, man. I don't glorify gangbanging at all. I kind of think it's like one of the things where it's like, for myself, anyways, I kind of realized that there's way better. You have to live better to break curses. Like you have to do stuff to, break curses for your family, and whatever it takes to do that, that's what you have to do. You gotta one day realize, bro, like the gang shit, it's it was for a cause, but now 2026, I don't really know for myself what the cause would be to gangbang, you know, because a lot of my homies no longer here. A lot of my homies are doing prison time, you know, and there's a lot of people that turn bad colors. I'm like, damn, bro, like I thought I knew your ass. And at 40 years old, I'm like, bro, like live your life, homie. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the life, the luxury of life. Prison and all that shit. That shit was a waste of time, man. It's mind over matter. Just keep your head up. Hell yeah. You either down or not. That's what we were doing it for too. You know. My freaking boss was. I know my boss. I knew the boss. Altogether, I did 10 years. From juvenile all the way to adult, I did 10 years. Mm. And that's a true fact too. Gangs was a must, survival at that time too, because like um your family might be targeted by these other foods, and these are your family. So in order to survive, you had to get with the program. Um, you had to get with the program. Like there was no way around that shit. Survival at a must. You know. When I got 30, because I'm 40 now. When I got 37, I'm 40, right? Some shit happened, and it was close to home, and it was some fucked up shit by the people we knew, right? And it made me change a lot of my views on that shit. Like, damn, bro, like people are putting their life on the line for their whole life and putting they life in prison for the hood and all this shit, right? And then the hood try to take you out, bro, to be the fools that'll kill you from the hood. Did you know? Yeah, I knew my boss, he was Indian. What you caught a body? Nah, I didn't catch a body, my brother. My shit was a self-defense and somebody got shot, you know. But I didn't catch a body. They got me for attempted murders, you know. But it was a self-defense, bro. Like I got shot previous before that. Like I was shot up when it happened and I wasn't giving nobody passes, bro. And unfortunate situations, you know. But that's why they couldn't stick me with a gang of time either. They gave me a 10-year stipulated sentence for it, but it was self-defense, you know. So yeah. Good morning. What's up with it, brother? Salute. Rodriguez family in the building. I got some family that are Rodriguez's too, brother. Oh yeah. But they try to come because of the gang enhancements. Like they try to actually act like it was gang related. That's what they were trying to stick is the gang behind it was the gang, the gang enhancements. So that's why they were trying to get me because of gang banging. And but God worked it out because the witnesses said that I tried to defuse the situation. The witnesses said that I tried to defuse the situation. These fools was just not listening, bro. And I was not gonna fight because I was casted up from getting shot. I was not fighting at that time. No. So going to be moving to go. Oh damn. Damn, bro. You right down the block from me, Golden. You're gonna love it up there. Just I'll tell you this, bro. Just be ready to see a lot of uppity class people because there'll be nothing but uppity class people up there. But if you can get past that, go enjoy the food, go enjoy the white water rafting, go enjoy the nature. They got some cool shit too. They got a car show out there, bro. Like they got a where they bring out the lowriders, bro. All the old school cars. Like Golden's cool, homie. Christmas time, it's a big old festival of Christmas. Like they got all kinds of stuff for the holidays, homie. Hell yeah. Houston Park was crazy. Yep. Old school Houston. Damn, I'm gonna do a series, bro. I'm gonna do a series on the old school parks that were like headquarters for some of the neighborhoods, bro. I think I'm gonna do that because there's some parks that literally used to be just everybody be in the park, homie, and to be certain areas that be in the park. Hey, what up, Lo? What's good with you, man? Welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the dark side. Shout out to the dark side, bro. More high salute. Okay, if you don't mind talking about it, what's the most you saw the first night in jail? Really not in jail, but at the penitentiary. For the worst thing, the first day I walked the yard, bro. They were checking my paperwork. The homie that he's the homie at the time, but and when he was checking my paperwork, these fools over here, they were stomping some fool out. Like this is my first day in the penitentiary because he owed money. But we're in a cell, and these fools are like beating the shit out this dude, like torturing him really. And they kept putting him out, putting him in a headlock and putting his ass out, and then shoved him under the bed, homie. That fool woke up just screaming. That was like my first day in prison. And it was normal to see a dude scream. Like I said, bro, what the hell? And I'm new. Like this is my first impression of this shit. I said, man, this is gonna be a long road. This is gonna be a long road. Um, I'm sitting there like, well, what's up? I used to sell acid in Washington Park. Damn, not the Washington. That's a good ass park, homie. That's a good ass park. I seen guys with their heads almost cut off, bro. Blood everywhere. I seen guys on the first day that you was there. Damn, yeah, you went to the straight Thunderdome. Homie, hey, ever been in the pen? Yeah, I've been to the penitentiary. My uncle has a ranch out there, and he's getting to a point where he is okay, really bad. Hey, shit, hell yeah, when you out here, bro, let's link up. Let's link up. Shit, I know the back of this city like the back of my hand, man. Um, show boots to end homelessness. Show the boots. All right, look at it. That's the boots. That's the boots. Yeah, a bunch of Bunch of uppity class people in Washington Park. Yeah, that park's pretty dope though. That park actually is pretty dope. Um, is the screaming of other people is hard to get out your head? Hell yeah. That's what makes people just go ballistic, bro. Like, damn, homie. What? So you can't be solo in the pen. You gotta click up. Nah, not necessarily, but I say it like this: it's a risk. You can do neutral time. You can be solo, but it's a risk out here in Colorado, anyway. Because if you're solo and you get into it with one person, you're gonna get into it with a whole group of people. Because if you get into it with one person and they're a part of any organization, you got to answer to that whole organization. You don't have nobody to back you up. And then if you get into it and they feel like it's disrespect, you're gonna probably get targeted. hmm You're gonna get targeted. They're not gonna let you breathe. So that's why people click up. To be real, it's all about numbers. It's all about the number game, isn't there? What's good, cuz? How are you today? I'm good. My brother's sipping some coffee, about to go get some work in. About to go get some work in on that young yard. What is everyone clowning on the rapper FBP? That is in Crowley. Man, I spoke on this. Like I have some stories and shit on this, but um one of the big reason why is because that fool, he was, putting out the music and all that shit. But then when he went to court, he told the judge that some people were trying to stab his ass up. Told the judge this, bro. So when he got to Crowley or whatever, bro, I heard that he started riding with the Northside fools, like the Northside fools that was out there. Till I stabbed 24 times. I was solo till I got stabbed. Oh, you got stabbed on the yard? Damn, damn, damn. I remember when they escorted the Bronco fan out the stadium in the third quarter for his safety. At where? In Oakland? In Oakland, that's what you're saying? Or I ever dropped the soak on it. I don't even know what the soak means though. When if you can't fight, was there a dude in jail um that had hands? What if you can't? Was there a dude in jail that had hands? Some Michael J. hands? Oh, everybody got. I mean, there's a lot of warriors in jail in prison. Oh, LA Coliseum. Oh yeah, not for sure. Hell yeah. I mean, it's the LA, bro. What do you expect? Like that's not saying anything. But I don't like to be real with you. There's actually a video of a Raider fans getting stomped out in the stadium out here. So like that's not actually cool. There's actually a video. If you go Bronco and Raider fan fighting at the stadium, there's a video of a Bronco fan picking up a Raider fan and dropping him on his head, and then they stomped out. They were stomping his ass out. I think that shit's kind of foolish to be on that time. I don't know. Whatever. To each its own. If that's what if that's what carries the rod. I mean, it's cool. Your hands don't. Your hands stop guys with shanks. Oh hell yeah, no they don't. What's good? Think about you living in Green Mountain is that you have the light rail. Hell yeah, and it's way cheaper. I ain't trying to drive nowhere, brother. I'm in Oakland and it's garbage. Nah, because that was like the biggest thing for the Raiders, that they wanted to live the violent roughneck. Bro, I used to be a real mean person at games too. I used to be mean, homie, like fucked up. I'm talking about you couldn't be around me, homie, and like just be comfortable. I'm fucking disrespecting. I'm throwing trash at your dumb ass. I'm talking and I'm being disrespectful to the fullest. And then my father-in-law, he represents another team. He went to the stadium out here and they fucking harassed that fool till he took off his jersey. So at the end of the day, I kind of started thinking about it different. I started thinking about it different. Like, damn, fools are paying to come watch the game. They're paying their money to come watch the game, and fools is just acting like we in the prison system. We in prison. Uh, Fools be acting like we in prison over some football shit, fool. You know. So I don't know. I think about it different though now. You know, I think about it different now. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Have a good time. You know, unless you willing to die over that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, Bronco Cutler. I'm gonna tell you like this. If I go to a game, homie, ever, if I go to a game ever, and like some shit happens where motherfuckers really try to get at me over some sports, you playing with your life at that point. You try to get at me over some sports, you playing with your whole life, and I hope you're willing to go all the way for that shit. You know, but to each its own. Broncos colors look laffy taffy. But look at that Bronco color in the stadium now though. We go to Vegas, bro, and the Broncos just take over. The whole thing is orange though. We overtake the Vegas stadium and just make that shit our stadium. It's orange, bro. The whole thing is just orange. That's our stadium. Vegas is Broncos country. Vegas. Like that is our stadium. Who was the heavy hitter in the pan? Shit, there was a gang of heavy hitters, my bro. A lot of heavy hitters. We had like the fighters are the real the fighters. The fighters are the killers. Like when you say heavy hitters, who you talking about? Because there's fighters and then there's killers. Broncos ain't doing nothing this year, bro. We went to the AFC Championship. We returned all of our players, offense, defense. We got a schedule that's manageable at the second half. Why we probably can go to the Super Bowl, big homie. Bo Nix, Super Bowl, Broncos country. Man, we might just go fire some shit up. And then I'm gonna be downtown acting crazy. I'm gonna be going crazy, bro. I'm turning over cars and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be going downtown. I'm gonna be wilding out. Really thought there can only be one to do shot. Nah, there's shot callers for every car though. That's what I'm saying. Like there's shot callers for every car, bro. Somebody has the keys for every gang. And it's not like that. Not one person runs prison. People get this misconception that there's one person that runs prison. Nah, hell no, it don't work like that at all. Mendoza is taking the division. Not this year, bro. Not this year, fam. Because you first, talking about, so we won't talk too much football, but I'm going to explain something. You know how long it takes sometimes rookies to change? You got to have a foundation for a rookie to change the culture. The culture hasn't even been switched with the Raiders. The culture hasn't even been switched. So a rookie to come in and take on that baggage to a disarray franchise, it's not happening. Not happening. Now I'll give you 3 years, and you guys might be able to compete. But you gotta live with this, man. Broncos country can get a ring, and then we surpass you with the ring count. 4 rings. Chiefs have 4 rings. Raiders will be third in the division with the ring count, man. Damn, you guys had, and then you had a lock on the rings like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You guys have more rings than the whole division. And then the Broncos just surpassed you, homie. And the Chiefs just surpassed you, homie. And then Raiders will be third with the ring count, bro. And don't ever, and if that happens, homie, that's what I heard from Raider fans my whole life. We got more rings. Bro, if that happens, Savage Shed will never shut up about that shit. Every time a Raider fan comes in my shit and I come across her, bro, what's up with the ring count, bro? 4 rings? Now you better step that shit up. That's why you shouldn't even went to Vegas, fool. Let's go. Shout out to the homies, man. Even shout out to the Raider homies, bro. Even shout out to the Raider homies. But I'm telling you, you see this logo right here? Look at that shit, my brother. Look at that shit. You see that shit? Mile high pride to the fullest, my bro. We coming for that top spot. It can't be stopped. We had the Bronco fans pancaking. Shout out to y'all. It took, yeah, but it's here though. Like that's like saying this, man. When I was, what I'm saying, when I was in high school, I was the man, homie. What happened to you? You know what I'm saying? What happened to you? I was the man, homie. Back in high school, you was the man. The 80s, y'all was the man. The 80s, y'all was some real headhunters. But bro, you know how long ago the 80s was? I don't even think homie over here was alive. I don't even think the homie was alive. No, I don't even think this whole chat was alive when the Raiders was good. Bro, it's going down though. I'll be at the game. I'll be at Vegas too. Raiders hold all-time record, even penalties. He said the Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was the truth. Hell yeah. But Terrell Davis owned the Raiders, bro. TD owned the Raiders. Bo Jackson was the truth, though. I'll give him he was actually talented. But Terrell Davis was the truth, homie. Terrell Davis was the truth, Marada. It took decades for the third ring. Oh, UA Brony got it. Boom, boom. You can tell you're Denver raised by accent. Hell yeah, Denver based, my baby. Denver based. I'll catch you later. Hey, salute to you, my brother. Have a good day. Yeah, but what about Bo Nix, though, bro? Charles Wilson was the truth, too. But what about Bo Nix? He owns the Raiders, bro. Bo Nix actually owns the Raiders. He's like undefeated against the Raiders, man. Y'all about to get swept again. Y'all about to get swept again, bro. There's nothing really y'all could do about it either. That's the funny part. There's not really no hope that the Raiders actually win this year. Raiders about to get swept. I got the broom. I got the broom right there, bro. Man, I got the broom. Bo Nix is the daddy of the Raiders, Rada. Man, it's so great too because right now, bro, really I could just be like, damn, homie, Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? That young no fly zone part two. We coming for the throne. And even the Chiefs, bro. It's not just you, it's not just the Raiders. It's the Chiefs, the Chargers. We own them too. Them dudes is they gotta take the double back shot, bro. We own them too. But the only thing about the Chargers, they don't got no rings. They don't have no rings, bro. So they're really trying to catch up. Chargers, they ain't even mentioning this shit. The Chargers ain't even really mentioning this whole conversation. So now it's this, bro. Like once the Broncos get that fourth ring, Raiders will be the little league of the division. It'll be the little brothers. The Raiders are gonna be the little brothers of the division, bro. Once the Broncos get the fourth ring, you're gonna be behind. You're gonna be behind the Chiefs and the Broncos, bro. We gonna just be like, oh, that's little bro. That's little bro over there. Little bro, stop talking, man. You in timeout, buddy. Don't talk, little bro. The Raiders logo can't even stand their own team. One. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to you. I can't wait to see. What do you mean, bro? Do you let me explain so because you're new around here, bro. Do you understand everything I say comes true? When Bo Nix came to the Broncos, right? I said the Broncos will be good this year. What did they do? First year, Bo Nix, he goes to the playoffs. The second year, I said Broncos are going to win a playoff game, and they're going to fight for the division. What did they do? Did the exact thing that Savage said. And now I'm saying this. Broncos country in the next 2 years, they're going to win a ring. You can't stop it. It's like a virus, bro. It's inevitable. You can't stop that shit. There's nothing people can do about it. We can complain about it, but that's not going to do nothing for nobody. You just got to, sometimes you got to just be like, okay, he's right. Savage Chef's right, you know? Donkeys ain't doing nothing this year, my guy. Well, I'll be here, man. And make sure the homie, because you a real life homie, bro. Shout out to you, Rada. But make sure you come tap in with me, man. Because last year, my bro, the Raider fans I know, they disappeared. Like they were gone, homie. Went under a rock. I'm looking for these dudes. I put an SOS out for the homies. Oh, a search. We did a search and rescue. Couldn't find these dudes. So, you know, when I'm right again, I need y'all to come back and say, bro, you actually know this football shit. You intelligent, bro. You really a guru in this shit. Funny how you scared to mention the Bills. The Bills, bro, the Bills, you're not a Bills fan, though. You're not a Bills fan, bro. But I'll mention the Bills. Bo Nix took Josh Allen's cookies. Took his cookies in the divisional game. What could he do? And now the Bills, they're about to be in a whole different rebuild now. There's nothing that they could say to Broncos country. They were supposed to win the Super Bowl. The Bills. The homie said the Bills out of nowhere, too. Man, we ain't scared of the Bills. We ain't scared of Lamar Jackson. We ain't scared of the Chiefs, the Raiders, Chargers, Burrow. Man, we want the smoke with everybody in the NFL. There's only 2 teams in this whole NFL I see that actually could see the Broncos, and it might be the NFC teams. Seahawks, Rams. That's it. Everybody else, I'm not worried about it. It's just another day at the work, another day on the job site, man. What is Big GOE in the building? What's cracking with you, bro? Salute. Thinking they won already. Every move they make, the best. Derrick Henry got bigger. Damn, it's that fool's overweight, bro. Derrick Henry. What's going on? Derrick Henry. I see why you call the box day now in your own world. Oh man. Bro, the homie the homie got the complex of just being in denial. The homie's like, bro, we gonna be it. We gonna bro. When we look at, and I'm gonna leave you with this because I'm about to run out, but when we look at the Raiders, I don't know why you would even go into the season and think you even actually have a shot to even compete. You know, my homie, picture me trolling. You've been doing this for a long time, bro. You've been doing this. You probably been a sports fan for a minute, bro. And you tell me the last time the Raiders made you happy. You can't even think of a year, brother. You can't even think of a year. The last time you could say is maybe early 2000s, but then they failed you at the Super Bowl. They got demolished in the Super Bowl, brother. If you can't live in your own world, where you gonna live? What up, Big Rez? What's good with y'all, man? Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody. I'm about to get over to this gym. We had a good little discussion today, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. It was cool though. Like we just fuck around, We talking trash talking. Trash talking, my brothers. What up? What is? What's good with you, fam? My wife, salute. How you doing this today? I'll be at the first game in Kansas City. We gonna pull up definitely to the first game. What are you working on today in the gym? I got shoulders. I'm gonna hit some shoulders off, and then I'm gonna go hit some chest, a little bit of chest and shoulders. Hell yeah, I'm gonna knock it out the ballpark. Hit some heavy bag real quick and do some boxing and shit. We'll knock that shit out the ballpark. Knock it out the ballpark. Make it happen. I got a two of days. I'm up on this roof again. Damn. The homie be tapping in from the roof side. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Next year NFL draft, there would be a lot of QB eligibility. Shit, is there some good quarterbacks coming into the league? Good morning. Good morning from the Bay Area. What's good with you, bro? What's cracking with everybody? Hell yeah. Salute to the family, man. Hope you guys having a good day. Damn, bro. How long you been doing roofing? That right there, you gotta have some strength to do some roofing, homie. You gotta have some real strength to do roofing. Archie Manning. Damn. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Archie Manning is gonna be as good as Peyton? 25 years, bro. Damn. I gotta give it to the roofers though, homie, because they be real life vets. Like they are not scared of heights. I don't know if I could do roofing, bro, because I'm actually scared of heights. And I guess that's the big thing right there, right? They don't know if he's gonna be like Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, the way they played Texas. Ooh. You have some big shoes to fill. You got some big shoes to fill. You got Peyton Manning. You got Peyton Manning in your family. Eli Manning in your family. They both won Super Bowls, bro. But then again, what if he turns out just like them fools, homie? So now I say it like this. I'm glad that the Raiders got Mendoza because what if Archie Manning is the truth and the Raiders got Mendoza? That means that and then Mendoza is don't work out. They could have had a shot to have Archie Manning. Skipped it, homie. Skipped the sweat. Like, damn, you could do it better. Packing that shit up and ladders ain't no punk. Yeah, that's some real life strength right there, homie. Real life strength. Man, the 49ers got some good players. And you got Dre Greenlaw. Yeah, we play you guys this year too. That would actually be a game I would like to go to too, homie. Like the Bay Area 49ers. That would be a tie game. Tie game. I never liked the Mannings. Yeah, I feel you. You got to respect him. You know, you got to respect Peyton Manning. And he did a lot for my city. Like he did a lot for Denver. Like he did a hell of a lot for Denver, definitely. Um, I never considered him an all-time Bronco though, but he did a lot for the city. Did a whole lot. So I consider him to a T a Bronco. You know, I consider the dude a Bronco. I just to me you have to be kind of you got to kind of be out here. Deuces from Southern Oregon, my guys. Like live your best day and live for the sake of others from the rooftop. Let's go, brother. Have a blessed day. Have a beautiful, blessed day, my bro. My I salute to you. Take care up there too, bro. Take care up there. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Like that roofing, homie. That's some legendary work. Legendary work. I said, damn, homie. Every time I hear like people doing roofing, I be thinking because they go up them ladders like all the way up top, and it might be high. I'll be thanks for letting boom boom. Good morning, handsome. How you doing? What up? What up? What up? Salute, salute. How you doing today? Oh, I salute. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there? What was the QB you guys had that took you to the Super Bowl? Peyton Manny. Yep, Peyton Manny. He's the one that won the Super Bowl. Here we haven't really did anything since then, but we got the boy Bo Nix. Bo Nix about to have a he's about to terrorize some shit this year. Terrorize some shit. I'm calling it. What it do, blood? Whoop. What it do, blood? Whoop. What's good with you, homie? What up with the dog moves? Y'all good out there? Oh man, Michelle Tucker. Shout out to the shout out to the B team. Shout out to the B team. Shout out to the C Lokes though too. Shout out to all the homies. Big John Alway. What it do though? Hope everybody's blessed on this beautiful Wednesday. We at Hump Day. We just chilling, relaxing. All you do is talk, you work. Nah, hell nah, homie. My work is just to get on this camera and enlighten the people. That's it. And when after, you know what I'm saying, it really goes down, bro, I'll probably never work again. Do you work? What are you doing? What you doing on your time out, brother? You on break? You on break, my bro? John Alway, hell yeah, that was my dog right there. John Alway was the homie. Hell yeah, John Alway was the homie. Cam Tax Estate. Ooh, that's who I was thinking about. He was dope. Yeah, Alway was the beast. Alway was the real life GOAT. Oh yeah. John Alway was the comeback king, homie. John Alway was the comeback king, though. That fool used to smash. Do you watch Nightcap? Nah, I haven't ever seen that one. I never seen Nightcap. What is that about? Needed to get the OnlyFans for us. Start showing us the OnlyFans. You want to know what's crazy about that shit? Is um I had a Twitter, I put a Twitter up, bro, and there's like 30 OnlyFans girls that hit me up. Like, bro, I barely started this Twitter and you gonna hit me up on the OnlyFans. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you people? You gonna just hit me up with some OnlyFans promotions? OnlyFans? You out here thinking we on Kofax, homie. You out here thinking we on Kofax. You over here prostituting on Twitter, bruh. Bro, does steroids make it bigger or no? That's actually a compliment when you don't do steroids, though. To say somebody looks like he's on steroids, that's actually a compliment, homie. Hell yeah, that's what's up, bro. And then them OnlyFans girls are trying to act like they be having everybody in the mix. What? The hub is free. No need for OnlyFans. OnlyFans. But like, how did you actually get my profile? Because I barely started this profile, and it don't have nothing on the profile. It don't have nothing on the profile. And you gonna say I liked your profile? Like, bitch, what? I don't have nothing on my profile. At least in Colfax, you get something out of it. Well, I hear you light skinned it. Just tune back in, brother. Had to tune in. What up? What is? Why are light skin? I don't know, bro. I don't even know. There used to be this stripper that could actually crush cans, bro. That was her whole gig on there, bro. Like she was crushing cans with her boobs. Like, bro, are you serious? Dead homies? Are you serious? What's wrong with this people, man? Shannon Sharp podcast. Yeah, he's the truth. I said, bro, how do you come out on stage and that's what you do? How do you come out on stage and that's what you do? You just crush cans. I worked at a hospital. I be seeing titties randomly sometimes. Let me find out you be you got the senior citizen, bro. The young senior citizen. He be saying, I'll be looking at all of them, old school, new school, this over here, this over here. Wild. Move takes places in Colorado, nowhere. On Demon, the movie takes place. Yep, it does. It does. There's a lot of movies out here that actually got filmed out here. A lot of them. A lot of movies. Well, that was a good time today. We had some good time. I'm about to actually get to this gym. I gotta go knock out this little gym session. Go put up some weight real quick. All right, bro. Have a blessed day. You too. Mohai salute. I gotta get my shoes on. Socks real quick. Hold on real quick. Wait one moment. Salute, my brother. Have a beautiful day. Everybody have a beautiful day out there. Shit, moral of the story, man. Be successful in everything you do today. Everything you do today, just go knock that shit out the ballpark. Don't let nobody touch your good. Don't let nobody get in the way of your goals, man. So, with that being said, your boy Savage. Mahai salute to all my brothers out there. Y'all have a good day. Let's go.